have many years of experience in consulting on infrastructure development, and so I spent many years in that before I physically had a manufacturing shop. I took over this company. We were talking like mid-2000s or so. The temp agencies were kind of a unique situation, something that I really wasn't familiar with, and I never really associated with manufacturing at the time. I think the idea of temp agencies is that the turnover could be frequent, and it wasn't my responsibility, it was their responsibility. My interaction with employees from a temp agency was somewhat at arm's length, almost non-existent. I wasn't establishing relationships with those employees. Almost within the first 12 months, I got wise to how this wasn't really conducive of what I wanted to create within a business. The temp employees simply didn't feel that they belonged. They weren't necessarily confident that there was going to be work for them the next day. So ultimately, that's going to have all sorts of emotional stress factors that they're going to be bringing to the workplace. Once I realized it, I would never go back to that. The issue of fatigue and individuals making less than a living wage and having to work other jobs is certainly an issue in our environment in manufacturing, making it somewhat dangerous. We don't want accidents, and nobody does. So why create an environment that would allow safety to be impeded by simply not paying a fair wage? If an individual works 40 hours at minimum wage, they in fact have to work another day and a half in order to actually achieve what we considered a fair wage at $15 an hour. For every dollar that you pay somebody less than what it takes for them to live, you're probably paying $2 to offset those costs. It forgets all of these other expenses that we contribute to our society, so higher taxes to offset stressors in society that exist. We know they exist. The cost of actually paying somebody a living wage is measurably lower than trying to offset it by making individuals believe that they only deserve to live in poverty. I made the decision that we would not pay individuals less than a fair wage. It's not that an employer needs to take the world on, but if you're going to create a company and you're going to contribute to society in that way by employing people, you have a responsibility to build those relationships and get to know how you impact society.